Everything I see up in my head just comes to life.
Your thought and your vision alone is not enough in order to bring the vision that you're imagining in your imagination into this physical reality, into this world. And therefore, if you sit on the couch and you hope for things to come to you, well, that is the exact energy as to why you haven't gotten the result that you want in your life, in your body. And in this video, I'm going to go more and more into detail as to why that is. Before I get into that, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. If you're not new here, welcome back, my friends. My name's Charles, and I'm a version of you that's here to motivate and to inspire you to live your ideal life in your ideal physical body, starting today, making yesterday jealous every single day at a time, and utilizing that mindset to be the best version of yourself. Now that that's said, my friends, let's get into it. Thought is the faculty that humans possess that differentiates us. I was going to say dictates, but differentiates us from any other kind or any other being or any kind of being on this earth. There's like humankind, being human, any kind of being. That's what differentiates us from the animals. That's what differentiates us from nature. But we are part of that environment. But what makes us so special and what makes us so unique is our capacity to think with your thoughts. And you are not your thoughts. I want to preface this. You are not your thoughts. You have thoughts. You're going to have 60,000 of them on average a day, but you are not your thoughts. Therefore, you have the free will. You have the power that you need to take back. You need to take your power back to think what it is that you want in your life, whether it be in your body, in your relationship, in your finances, in your job, in your friendships, whatever it be. How you want your life, you have to understand you're the main character, you're the director, you're the producer, you're the writer, you are everything. Because without you, nothing exists. Without your consciousness, without your awareness, nothing exists. Therefore, what differentiates us from all kinds of beings on this planet, on Earth, is our capacity to think. Now, a lot of people get stuck, unfortunately, by thinking. They sit on a couch, they think about this, they think about that, and that just leads them to ending up nowhere. They don't get anywhere. Why? Because thought cannot, it's one part of the equation. It is one part of the whole. It is not whole by itself. Yes, thought is the special thing that we possess as human beings, but thought alone will get you absolutely nowhere. You're only halfway in the journey of creating that visualization that you see in your imagination and bringing it into tangible physical reality. So if thought is the first half, what are most people lacking nowadays? What have you thought? If there's something that you thought about that you wanted to do, what's the thing that made it that you didn't have that in your life right now? Now, I'll give you a few seconds to think. A second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. More than likely, the correct answer is you didn't act upon that. You just sat there, you thought about it, and it didn't motivate you enough. You didn't feel that fire within. You didn't listen to the conscience that was calling you, your higher conscience. You didn't listen to it that was calling you to act on that. Why? Because you have limiting fears. You have negative limiting beliefs that are keeping you exactly where you want to be. And those beliefs have you because they don't want you to change. You have to understand your brain isn't wired for pleasure, for change. It's wired to keep you safe, for survival and for safety, so that you can live and we can procreate and we can keep the human race going. That's how our brains, through thousands of millennials, have adapted in order for us to be here today with all our ancestors. But therefore, you not taking action on it because you're too afraid to get out of your comfort zone is the exact reason as to why what you think hasn't materialized yet. Because yes, you can think, you can get yourself into that feeling, you can get yourself into that energy, and you can start attracting it to you. But if we use the law of attraction, I'll break down the word, you can attract it to you by thought, but you need to act on it. That's why attraction. You need to attract, and then you got to go and take action. That's how I break down the word. And that's how it's been so simple for me to see the results. Because some people think they can be delusional in their thought pattern of, I'm just going to think of it. I'm going to visualize it so clear, and I'm just going to sit here, or I'm not going to change anything in my life. And they don't understand that if nothing changes, well, nothing changes. And Einstein said it best, that doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is literally the definition of the word insanity. So we don't want you to be insane. I don't want you to be insane. I don't want to be insane. And so therefore, we have to change something. But what's the best thing we can do? Well, there's only two things to focus on. We have to change how we think. How are we creating that, visualizing, creating that image within our own mind, our mind screen of what it is that we want, and acting as if that was already real, as if that was already accomplished, as if you already had that in your physical reality. Because, for example, I'll take getting into physical shape. You say you think about dropping 25 pounds. That is a thought. It is just a possibility of you dropping the weight as it is a possibility of you not dropping the weight. That both are true. Why? Because if you believe you could drop the weight, then it's true. And if you don't believe you can drop the weight, it's also true for you. Because whatever you believe, well, you're right. So your beliefs come from your thoughts, because your beliefs are simply thoughts that are repeated over and over and over again until they're ingrained in you. And that's all it is. But so you really got to take a look in the first part. If you want to drop 25 pounds, you take a look at your thoughts. And then your thoughts will tell you exactly what you're going to be repeating over and over again, because your brain creates a pattern. And so those will create your beliefs. And then those beliefs that you hold on to will dictate the actions that you take. Therefore, if you think of dropping 25 pounds, well, then look at the beliefs. Does it feel like good for you to lose that weight, those pounds, or does it feel harder for you? Because if it feels harder, there's negative self-limiting beliefs that are in the way of you actually dropping that weight. You could drop the beliefs. If you drop the beliefs, what's going to happen? Your thoughts are going to change because you'll be on a different frequency. By being on a different frequency, your beliefs are going to then alter, and then therefore the actions you take will have a different result because you've changed your thought and your belief. Maybe the actions didn't change. Maybe you're already in the gym. Maybe you were already eating healthy, but then your beliefs were that you couldn't lose the weight. Therefore, that was true for you. Now, if you're not taking any action and you're just thinking about losing those 25 pounds and you haven't put any action behind that, you're not going to the gym, you're not moving your body the way that it was meant to, you're not eating and fueling your body properly with the right nutrition in order for you to drop that extra fat and that extra weight on your body, well then you got to do it. I could give you the best recipe to do push-ups, to do pull-ups, to squat. I could tell you exactly how to do it perfectly. But until you take action, until you get up off that chair, until you get up off that couch, whatever screen you're watching me on, get up and actually go put action behind the thoughts and the beliefs that you hold for yourself. Start to think of yourself as someone that's already in shape. See that weight on the scale. You can close your eyes, and if you're 150 and you want to be 125 pounds, close your eyes and see that number 125 right in between your left foot and your right foot, and start feeling that feeling of excitement, that feeling of feeling fucking amazing. To see that weight. How are you feeling? What are you hearing? What are people telling you? Because if you've dropped that weight, nobody's going to say, hey, didn't you gain weight? No, people are going to tell you, you look amazing. You look thinner. You look leaner. You look happier. You have this aura that's just glowing around you. What'd you do? That's what people are going to tell you. How are things going to feel? Well, when you're going to be putting sunscreen on your body, it's not going to feel the same way. Why? Because you thought of what you wanted, which was to be 25 pounds lighter. You believe that you could achieve that result because you came from literally nothing. You will go back to nothing. Therefore, you are already everything. So everything's possible for you. Every single thing. That's the belief we have. And then what does those beliefs dictate? The actions that you take every single day of your life, which bring the attraction to the action. We have attraction. Therefore, you become a whole. You become two pieces that create and magnetize to the life that you want, because the capacity of your thought was backed up by physical action. Therefore, everything can be brought into this physical reality, because you're not only talking the talk with your thoughts, but you're walking the walk with your actions to get that manifested reality, that desired reality that you want into your physical reality, into your 3D, into your life right now, today. But you got to move. You got to think the way that you want to be. You got to believe that it's possible for you. You got to take action on that. Without that, you're missing a piece of the puzzle, and the equation is just not going to work out for you. So I hope you got some solid value out of that. Make sure you got to take action behind your thoughts. If not, they're going to go nowhere. They're just going to be wasted. It's going to be daydreaming, and we don't want that for you. So if you want to get into your ideal physical body right now, send me a message over on IG. Just send me the word body, and we could chat about how we could get that going for you. If not, my friend, I appreciate you so much for taking the time, for being here, for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like. And if you're inspired to comment anything, then go with your inspiration and comment down below what you got out of this video. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My friends, let's have an awesome week. It's Monday. Get after it. Get after those goals. Like the hat says, and the sign on the wall behind me, my friend, always keep making yesterday jealous.